Good morning, guys. I am making this video just for fun. This is absolutely not a school video or anything like that. But it's just because some students asked me to make videos for my classes, and the problem is that the chapter we're doing now is not really appropriate to make videos since it is about London structure and infrastructures and evolution. So might be of a little, it might be a little bit of a problem. So I'm making this small video just for those who want to practice and listen to English and listen to information and listen to stuff. So if ever you feel like you want to talk about anything, if you want me to make any video concerning any subject you're thinking of, anything, I can do it. If it's just to make you practice your English, it's absolutely fine. I will leave my arm like that because I don't have anything, like I'm not a professional, so I'll just do it like that. So the reason why I decided to change the chapter, because we were supposed to do the LGBT chapter. I think it was more appropriate that we do another chapter just because LGBT is a very delicate subject, and everyone has a pretty different idea about that. And I thought it would be a good point if we could exchange in person, and if I could react, live, and give you different opinions, give you different texts, and that we could have reactions and spontaneous ideas about the subject, which is not possible if we work online. So this is what it is. I decided just to switch two different chapters, and we'll see how it goes. So the chapter we're doing is London. You will see it's a pretty short one, but I mean, we have to do it. So that's the reason why we didn't do the LGBT one. It is because I want to keep the pleasure to do it with you in class, in person. So don't worry, I am not playing with the votes you did because you actually voted for this chapter, but it is what it is. So I'm talking to you straight from my balcony. If you just want to see, I'm very proud of my flowers. And probably you must have seen my cat. I don't know if she appears on the screen. Um, I'll just get to her. Give me 1 second. Hey, mommy, you're scared. I actually scared her. She's easily scared. That's the point with her. But anyways, it is what it is. So I just wanted to talk to you about a subject. Just to make sure that you practice. Sorry, just to make sure that you practice your English. And I've made my research. You see, I have my little paper with some words on it. I know we're talking a lot about the coronavirus online, and even on TV, and it's a subject that we talk about a lot, maybe too much, but it's necessary. However, I don't know what you think about it, but I definitely think that there are still a lot of people outside walking and doing their stuff, and I know it's permitted, I know, but well, some of the things are permitted, but I don't know, if you can stay in, just stay in. And I feel like we don't really see what's going on in hospitals. We don't really know what's going on. We've had images and pictures and reports about Italy, so we can easily imagine how it went. But other than that, we don't really know what's going on. So I don't know. Maybe if we could see what's going on there, not in a too radical way, maybe people would realize that it's a very serious matter and that we have to take it seriously. And I I don't really like Mr. Trump, but he's talking about an invisible enemy. That's exactly what it is. It's not because it's transparent that it's not here. Yeah, so I don't know. So I'm trying to stay in the shadow just to make sure that, you know, it's actually, you know what, I'm gonna sit like that. Okay. So I just wanted to rebound on the subject of the coronavirus worldwide, and to kind of, you know, tell you, in case you don't know, how different countries are reacting in relationship with the English world. Since we're making a video for fun or practicing, let's talk about something that is interesting and cultural. So if we can start, I made my research, so I checked online. If you want to have news about the world, or if you want to, I don't know, anything else, you have some references, CNN, you have Al Jazeera as well, or you have The Guardian as well, that have websites. Basically any newspaper has their website. Sorry if I'm trembling. It's just because I'm holding the phone and I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'll try to be strong. So definitely, so we're gonna go through different English-speaking countries. She came back. I don't know if you can see her. She's right there, right there. Mama, mama. Ah, she answered me. Let's go slow. If I move the chair, she's never gonna. Okay, I'll try to do that. Ah, she left again. Okay, whatever. I'll just leave her alone. I'll just leave her alone. Okay, whatever. Let's put a little bit of dynamics. Okay, let's go. It looks pretty professional, but whatever. I mean, I'm not a YouTuber, am I? Okay, so let's start with the UK. So from tomorrow, they will not go to school anymore. Some people are already working at home. So far, all schools were open, including Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. But from Friday, I'll try to, yeah, it's better like that. But from Friday, they're going to close. Okay. However, the stores are still open. The restaurants are open. Pretty much all of the stores are open. Concerning the United States, there are general rules that Trump imposed, but the states are kind of free to decide what they want to do, if they want to apply it or not. I know people from Virginia, and I know people from California. In Virginia, they stopped going to school from March the 16th, which means on Monday. So they closed the schools, and so they're making class from home for a minimum of 2 weeks. And so they work with students online. It's the same for California. No school from Monday on. So last Monday. No big events with many people. All in video conference concerning classes. Some eastern states, they decided to close public places from 8 p.m. Oh yeah, there's a difference between the eastern and the western states. So on the east, they decided to close public places from 8 p.m. Like restaurants, pubs, cinemas, and stuff. And basically, they always try to respect the measures. So for example, there mustn't be more than 6 people at a table. They do not give food to people who are standing. I don't know if it really helps. Honestly, I don't know if that really helps to close some places at a certain time. Because, I mean, you can still go to those places during the day, right? Delivery is still authorized. Whereas in Western places, the restaurants, the bars, the schools are closed. And there is no event and no gathering of more than 100 people in Western states. We're not talking about Eastern. So when I talk about Western states, I'm talking about the West Coast, and Eastern states, it's New York City and all those places. Some states have suspended the tests for the year. Some schools are closed for the rest of the year, but not all of them. Concerning, so we're good with the United States. Concerning, we said the UK. Concerning New Zealand, it's a little different. The schools are not closed yet. There are basically 28 cases of coronavirus so far. They forbid the gathering of more than 500 people, so I guess they're pretty close to step one. Oh my God, the sun is not helping. Soon I'll be close to, I'll be stuck to the wall. Okay. Can I just, no, it's really not happening. Okay, whatever. I'll just stay close to the wall. Okay, and so, the thing with New Zealand is that if there is a case of coronavirus in a school, only in that case, they will close the school, and only for 1 or 2 days. So it's a very individual measure. For South Africa, well, I'll get back to the Republic of Ireland afterwards. So for South Africa, there's 116 cases so far, but no death. And closure of schools till Easter from March the 18th, which means yesterday. And there is no gathering of more than 100 people. Knowing that they're not real, well, there was a question about the spread of the virus in Central Africa. People would be a little worried because they don't have, oh, she wants a cuddle now, because they might not have the appropriate medication and stuff. However, it seems like the virus cannot spread and cannot stay and survive in places where there is more, well, where the temperature is higher than 25 or 27 degrees. I think it's 25 or 27 degrees. So, I actually don't really know. So we're good with that. In Ireland, there are 300 cases. St. Patrick's Day was cancelled. The bars were closed. The schools are closed, but still many stores are open. And finally, in Australia, what, you saw a bird, Mama? Okay, finally in Australia, and it will be the final point of my video before I take all the sun in my face. Australia, it's an absolute disaster. People are emptying shelves in shops. People are fighting for what? Toilet paper. There are more than 450 confirmed cases. Mass gathering to all indoor events with more than 100 people are forbidden. Schools are open to ensure hospitals would be properly staffed. So in fact, they just keep the schools open to make sure that there are enough people from the hospital job, well, from hospitals that can work, that can be in charge and work properly and efficiently. So I was just trying to look for my cat, but she's absolutely okay, whatever. So I hope that all those information, informed you, that you actually know how it goes for English speaking countries. I know that my video is a little, messy, but that's me. I mean, that is me. So, do not hesitate if you have any idea of it for a video, anything else about any other piece of information. Do not hesitate to react underneath. Tell me your feelings. What do you think about it all? Are you upset? Are you sad? Do you think that some countries are just absolutely insane, or that they just ignorant? I don't know. Just tell me your feelings underneath. Leave comments. We'll try to discuss together and comment together. You don't have to if you don't want to. You don't have to watch the whole video if you don't want to. I'll just try to post some stuff regularly whenever we have class, to make sure that you can still practice your English and learn stuff. Try to, you know, put everything together, fun and also culture all together. Will I manage to get her before I go? Before we finish this video? Or basically I should have stood up. I should have stood up, not to be in any trouble. There she is. You're not gonna miss her this time. Look who's here! Look who's here! You got her, right? I hope so. All right, have a nice day. And feel free to watch this video whenever you want to. I mean, not necessarily today. It doesn't have to be today. It can be any day. It's just for fun. Take care.